welcome to TNT. My pleasure now to introduce you to the gentleman who always has his fly buttoned indeed, Lord Alfred Hayes. And this week on TNT, David Wolf, manager of Cyndi Lauper, is going to join us. Mr. Wolf, quite a personality in his own right, will be joined by other guests, as you mentioned, Louis Albano, who always is, has a few words to say about most any subject. And, of course, one of the most phenomenal athletes of all time in any athletic endeavor, to join us here, Superfly, Jimmy Snuka, along with the Rowdy One himself, Mr. Piper, accompanied by Ace, his bodyguard, better known as Cowboy Bob Orton. Not long ago, it was Lou Albano who made the introduction, if you would, of Miss Lauper into the World Wrestling Federation. Little did anyone know that at that time there would begin something known as the Rock and Wrestling Connection. Let's take you back now to Madison Square Garden, some recent footage.
Cyndi, in all the time I've known you, you've always brought your full heart and your soul and excitement to the world of music, and you're doing the same thing now in the world of wrestling. You and your manager, Dave Wolf, have done more than anybody to bring rock and wrestling together. So it's with great pride and happiness that I recognize the fact that the World Wrestling Federation has seen fit to award you this Special Achievement Award for your contributions to the world of women's wrestling to Cyndi Lauper.
But things didn't continue as planned. Let's take a look at what happened next. For the first time on nationwide television, the event that's shaken the rock world.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce to you Captain Louis Albano!
I don't know what to say. I'm so grateful to receive this award and to be behind the people for multiple sclerosis and to try to thank you for what you've done to me, Cyndi Lauper, David Wolf.
Maybe they have some kind of presentation to make.
Ronnie, this, Cyndi, is something special.
1 second, please. Yeah. I know even though it was me that set this up, and it was me that started it, I want to present you with this. Oh, look out! Captain Lou Albano clobbered! Look at Roddy Piper's just gone bananas! David Wolf trying to come to the rescue, but he's no match! Oh, he pile drives him right down into the canvas!
Well, indeed, Roddy Piper, allegedly, according to Lou Albano, will pay. Mr. Piper has stated he wants Miss Lauper out of the way. We're happy to say that moments from now, when we return as a guest, we shall have Roddy Piper along with Cowboy Bob Orton, and perhaps we can get a little bit more to the bottom of this whole situation of this rock and wrestling connection, or lack of it, according to Mr. Piper. So we'll be back with Roddy Piper and Cowboy Bob Orton. Stay with us. Gentlemen, we'd like to introduce to you, indeed, an individual who's very aptly named Roddy. Roddy Piper, along with Cowboy Bob Orton, better known as Ace. Mr. Piper,
My.
join us if you want.
Oh, boy, yes, you're breaking my heart. My goodness. You can stop shaking, that's okay. You're far away enough. This is my bodyguard, Ace. Thank you very much. I like that. Thank you. It's nice. It's the same color. It's not ultra suede, mind you. Mere material, but it's nice. It's nice. Thanks. I'll sit down first.
Great.
Appreciate it.
Hi,
Ace. How you doing? Good. My collar's a little.
What was this whole thing about Ace coming out here, preceding you, looking all around as though something
You see,
would be lurking?
you're used to playing with buffoons. You're used to playing with buffoons. A man of my stature cannot take a chance on everybody that wants to take a pot shot at him, everybody that wants to just kind of grab a hold of him. I have to have people come out and check things out. Now, I have to have people come out just for even old suckers like him, just in case he wants to take a cheap shot like everybody else is, and even yourself. You know, if you were to jump up and want to challenge me, his job here is his AC baby. He protects me, all costs.
Yes, as a matter of fact, we saw Ace
You'd
earlier
put your
on.
life on the line for me, wouldn't you?
Yes, I would.
Anybody do that for you? Your dog even? Nah.
I would.
You would put your life on the line for me?
Yeah, but what's your life
Not for you,
worth?
for Vince.
You put your life on the line for
I
Vince.
appreciate that.
That's because you ain't got much of a life to live. You only got a couple of years.
That's
Look
true.
at you. You're ghostly, man.
Who tastes your food?
Who tastes my food? Ace does. He's my bodyguard. I love my bodyguard.
Now, there's a reason to have a bodyguard.
Sure. It guards bodies. I mean, come on now. It's pretty simple. Guards bodies.
Yes, but I was bringing out, more than anything else, Mr. Piper, you in terms of your controversial nature and some of the actions that you have exhibited as of
Your
late.
voice is a little high-pitched. Would you move that a little closer? There we go. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I wasn't listening to you.
This is not your show, you understand?
No,
that.
but it could be. Yeah.
Nonetheless, we did see your show, or at least part of it, earlier on in Madison Square Garden when we saw the melee. How do you account for your actions in terms of what you did to Lou Albano and kicking Cyndi Lauper and then body slamming David Wolf?
I'm doing a favor. You see, what I don't understand is I'm doing a favor for the entire world. The entire world. How would you like to have your boy come home with half his hair orange and an earring? You see, you folks ain't used to looking at a real man, and no wonder. I can understand that. You sit at home and your boy comes home with the earring and the orange hair. I can understand why people may take offense to have me come up here and be the man that I am. This is why I need a bodyguard like this, because the whole world is changing. What you want me to believe in Madison Square Garden that night, that when Cyndi Lauper, just because she's a woman, she can have the right to grab hold of of anybody else is okay, but my leg. She grabbed a hold of my leg, I shot her off. All of a sudden, I see this skinny little geek. And now the reason they attacked me was all because of this big, fat slob with these Band-Aids and these rubber bands coming out, and he's trying to convince me that he's a good doer now because one thing that he did right for multiple sclerosis, he did one thing, he's a national chairman, and because I dropped this fat slob and I made him, I made Lauper, I made the whole bunch, and they're trying to make a fool out of me, and I am trying to save from MTV Music to Vomit By, I am trying to save all these people here, and what did they do? They take offense at me. All of a sudden, did you see New York City's finest policeman there came in the ring? That's probably a good thing, you see. Otherwise, Dick Clark, who was there looking at me, he could be playing, he wouldn't be advertising none of them cosmetics anymore. He'd be playing down in the opera someplace like a phantom, playing an organ maybe. Did you see that going over your head?
As a result of your actions, we would like to take you back to some special videotape that we have. Let's take you back now to some videotape, and Hulk Hogan had a few words, a few comments about these latest actions and the result of them. Hogan with a very special challenge. Let's go to the tape.
And one match right now that is trying to be signed by promoters. The attempt is being made by matchmakers and promoters. You, Hulk Hogan, World Wrestling Federation heavyweight champ, against none other than Roddy Piper.
You know, New York City, Madison Square Garden, the combat zone, this is my home, man. Every time I stepped in the ring, Mean Gene, all the Hulkamaniacs were so loud, deafening. I had goosebumps from head to toe. I've made a lot of friends over the year, but right now, some of my friends that I've made throughout the rock and roll world, Cyndi Lauper, Dave Wolf, something heavy duty went down in the garden, and it wasn't a roar of thunder and lightning. It was total dead silence. When Roddy Piper took it upon himself to ruin the whole beautiful thing, the award ceremony, put the boots to Cyndi Lauper, crippled Dave Wolf, scared Dick Clark to death. He'll never be the same. Well, you know something, Piper? I didn't know how low a man could go, but you've hit the bottom, brother. I don't know if I can get my hands on you. I don't know if the WWF will let it happen. But one thing, I've heard you say over and over that you have to pay the piper. If I get my chance, and I hope it's me, I'd love to be the Marshall Dillon of the Rock Wrestling Connection, Piper, and I would love you to feel the wrath of the Hulkster. It's the only thing I got on my mind right now, Mean Gene.
I can't blame you at all in light of everything that has happened. I thank you, Hulk Hogan, New York City. Stay tuned. We're going to be right back.
All right, indeed, we are back, along with Mr. Pardon?
Marshall Dillon. Marshall Dillon. I want to be the Marshall Dillon. You know, if he decides to get down, Chester would be good for you, Hogan. Chester would be good for you. I just want to pay the piper. You know, you got to be able to be a piper to pay the piper. You see, what he didn't realize is he got a little bit what?
Let's take you to what Mr. Piper had to say in response to Hulk Hogan's challenge. Let's take you now to the videotape.
Be much more intelligent.
Fans, the World Wrestling Federation returning to Madison Square Garden Monday night, February the 18th, At this time, my guest, a very controversial individual, Roddy Piper. You have got to be ashamed of some of the things you have been doing as of late.
I'm as proud as a peacock. Are you kidding me? I am supreme. I am the talk of the wrestling world. Did you see Dick Clark? Did you see the expression on his face? Do you think if he came close to me that he would have to sell any of them facial products anymore? The only thing he'd have to do would be play the organ way down the basement of some opera, because his face would be all like a... Of course, Cyndi Lauper ain't doing too good either.
Well, now, wait a minute. We're talking about a couple of big names in the music field. Roddy Piper, Hulk Hogan obviously wants a chunk of you in light of what has happened over the past few weeks.
Oh, what, did he lose his girlfriend? Wants a chunk of me? Oh, well, let me... Oh, Honky, baby, you're all upset. I heard you come out here. I heard what you were saying, Piper, the rock and roll connection. You put a black mark. I am the legend killer. All of a sudden, this Hulkamania is going wild all over the place, and he's becoming a legend. He says he wants a piece of me. Why should I be fighting the Hulk? I know I'm better than him. I know I can beat him. I have nothing to prove.
Well, now, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hulk Hogan, of course, just by virtue of the fact that he is the heavyweight champ, it would be quite a feather in your cap.
Bingo!
Wait a minute.
Bingo! You're talking the heavyweight championship. You see, Honky, baby, I got nothing to gain. If you want to fight me, brother, put your name on the dotted line, put up the title, and then we go on. Oh, wait a minute. Nothing. No, well, I'm talking about it right now. What you do is you just take it and put your name on the bottom.
Next weekend.
Simple as that, man.
Well, it was not exactly as simple as that, Mr. Piper, was it? No, I mean, you had your attorneys. I mean, that has to be the longest contract I've ever seen anyone sign. I mean, so many stipulations involved in the contract.
It wasn't my doing. Stipulation was easy. As I said, I had nothing to gain by simply fighting you. I want your title. Now, come Monday, you see, you're going to fight somebody who's got some brains.
Let's go back now to the Hulkster and the Hulkster's comments.
Oh, he's so
certainly
boring.
looking forward to this Monday night.
It'd be so nice to have
Let's
me
take you now to the videotape footage of the World Wrestling Federation champion Hulk Hogan.
Madison Square Garden, coming up on Monday night, February the 18th, the World Wrestling Federation will be back in the Big Apple. Hulk Hogan, come on in. As I understand it, virtually all parties agreeing to agree on the terms of a heavyweight title defense for you against a challenger by the name of Roddy Piper. Everything has been done with the exception of affixing the signatures to that contract.
You know, that's exactly right, Mean Gene. And the whole world's been watching this one, man. Roddy Piper, you took it upon yourself. He ruined this beautiful dream we had, man. It was becoming a reality. The Rock, the wrestling world getting together. The fact that Cyndi Lauper, Dave Wolf, managing Wendy Richter, and you know something? Captain Lou Albano finally dedicating his life to helping his fellow man. Multiple sclerosis, the whole thing, it was too beautiful. And Roddy Piper, you had to ruin it. Well, you know, Mean Gene, I had a dream after that, man. After I heard Madison Square Garden, dead silence, stone cold silent. I couldn't believe my eyes when he strutted out the way Piper left. Just amongst his glory, he was so happy.
Well, I'll tell you what, he just about destroyed, as you say, what was a beautiful dream for everybody in the wrestling and the rock world.
Well, you know, now another dream is starting to happen. And it's my dream, man. The dream that I'm the one that will rectify the situation. You know, I'm the self-appointed Marshall Dillon now. I'm the man that's got the chance to get in there and take care of it. Whatever Piper wanted, I didn't care what the stipulations were. I told the promoters to get his name on the dotted line. Everything now is in order. All we need is the formal signing, Mean Gene.
And you have no reservations at all about signing that contract for a title defense?
You know, the way I feel about it, after he hurt all those good friends of mine, and more than that, after he dug the knife into everyone's heart, I would sign anything I needed to sign to get Piper in the ring. I can't wait to sign it.
Get ready, New York. We're right back.
Yes, indeed. Get ready, New York. Get ready, the entire World Wrestling Federation, because there's no doubt when the Hulkster is riled up, I don't know if anything can stop
when
him.
I'm Shirley Temple when I'm riled up, huh?
No, not at all, Mr. Piper.
No, not at all.
Not at all. It's just that I don't know.
You see, there was one stipulation in the contract that Hulk failed to mention, and you were talking stipulations. Says, when I win the title, you send your girlfriend over, too. Because, you see, you're talking to a stallion.
Let's go now.
What?
Cowboy Bob Orton and his retort to Hulk Hogan as far as just getting ready, rather, to sign the contract.
Didn't mean to make you nervous.
I'd like to know just exactly where is Roddy Piper. I wanted him here this morning. I know nothing about any contracts being signed, any signatures to finalize Roddy Piper as challenger against Hulk Hogan for the World Wrestling Federation's Heavyweight Championship.
The signing will definitely take place. Both men want to meet. That is a definite thing. Roddy Piper right now is in the gym. Like Hulk Hogan likes to say, he's hanging and banging. And he's hanging and banging for you, Hogan. You know, December 28th, a lot of people say a lot of things about it. I thought it was great. Oh. I was standing right there at ringside to make sure that whatever Roddy wanted to do, Roddy got done. Because Roddy Piper does what he wants to, you understand. The first thing he did is bust Lou Albano over the head with that trophy or plaque they give him. And then that Cyndi Lauper put herself in a man's shoes, and Roddy Piper kicked her, rock and rolled her right across the ring. The Rock and Wrestling connection stinks. And then here comes David Wolf. Roddy picked him up and power slammed him right there.
140-pound man.
Who cares? The man was in there, wasn't he? And he got exactly what he deserved. If it ain't Hank Williams Jr., it ain't nobody at all. Let me tell you something, Hogan. You say you got a dream, Daddy, and your dream, you want it to come true. I better tell you right now. Use your mind, boy. Wake up, because Roddy Piper is ready. And like I said before, what Roddy Piper wants to do, Roddy Piper gets done, and Ace makes sure of it.
Get ready, ladies and gentlemen. We're waiting for the signing for the big card, Madison Square Garden, Monday night, February the 18th.
Well, indeed, the card has been signed, and Ace was there to witness it. And certainly, we will look forward to the event to take place this Monday night as Hulk Hogan defends the World Wrestling Federation Championship in Madison Square Garden against you, Mr. Piper. And we could very well be seeing, after this event is over, Roddy Piper is the newly crowned World Wrestling Federation champion. We'll be back with more of Mr. Piper and his bodyguard Ace as we continue with more TNT.
Oh, the Tint Band. TNT, the Tint Band. That's wonderful. There you go. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. Do you notice, let's take a shot at this. Do you have any hair in your chest? Whatsoever?
Of course.
Have you noticed Hulk Hogan don't got no hair on his chest? Have you noticed that David Wolf or none of that? The only one that does is Cyndi Lauper. That's the only one that I noticed that might have had, I don't know.
You may not have any hair on your head after this Monday night after facing Hulk Hogan.
Oh, my goodness gracious, such strong words from a man in a tie. I'm a fighter. You don't talk to me that way. Hulk Hogan don't talk to me that way. Hulk Hogan talks to me via camera. He don't come up in my face. I had to ask him to sign the contract. I had to sign... Something stinks, man. I had to sign him. Something stinks. Hey, baby, what's going on? Something's going on.
Something stinks?
Something stinks. Something's going on. What is this? What is this? Are you being cute again? What is this? Are you being cute? No. Don't go no further, man. Don't do nothing. I ain't doing nothing more until I find out what's going on here. Something stinks.
All right, well, let's take you now, while we're checking out allegedly what is stinking, let's go now to some videotape footage of Roddy Piper and Ace in action. Let's go now to the videotape.
That's you?
Jimmy down with a headbutt, down for the cover. 1, 2. No. Referee didn't count. He blocked his head.
What happened?
The referee saw Tonga coming and he covered his head instead of counting the man down. Oh, Jimmy ran into a vicious knee there by Orton. Now all 4 men are in the ring.
And that referee is certainly taking his share of the punishment.
He's lost this one. He's lost control. Orton now. Look, he's got Jimmy up there. He's going to go for the superplex.
Over the top rope, out onto the arena floor here in Madison Square Garden.
Just put right on. Look at Piper. He doesn't know where he is either.
A foot or horseback. He's got no idea.
Orton set Jimmy up on that top turnbuckle looking for that superplex, but he didn't get it.
Headbutt by the superfly.
Snuka's already up there. Look out.
Watch out.
High cross body.
1, 2.
No. Saved by Piper.
Ref. Disqualify him.
Both men are in the ring there. That's an automatic DQ when you do that to a guy.
You're right. This guy has lost it.
Tonga Kid's still outside trying to get back into the ring. Jimmy's by himself now. I can't believe what this referee's doing, Jimmy.
At least give the Superfly and the Tonga Kid the satisfaction of a...
Jimmy now also outside.
Now Tonga's back in there, but it's 2 against 1. Why is he letting this go on?
Referee, please give me a break, my word.
Look at Orton now on the outside. As Piper's on the inside.
I have no idea. We cannot see Jimmy Superfly. We cannot see this. Here he comes. Here he comes.
Look out. Jimmy got him. Pushed him off.
Oh,
he nailed Piper.
Get on the Piper.
But Piper right back on his feet and right after the Superfly. Drives him out once more. There's now Tonga and the Flyer both out on the garden floor.
Both of them are out on the...
They just ran into each other and said, holy mackerel.
Cement floor, and look at that.
Look at this, they're going bananas.
There is life in those two bodies.
That adrenaline is flowing. All 4 men now in.
Oh, look at that slugfest, back and forth.
Referee definitely out of control here. Down he goes, and rightly so. He's lost this match.
Oh, no, he signaled for the bell. The ref is signaled for the bell.
Oh, my God, I don't know, Gene.
I don't know if
all 4 men still in the ring.
I can only speculate. Do we have a double? Oh, Piper just hit Orton. Piper just hit Orton.
They don't know where they are, Gene. Look at this double. Now they're knocking down. They go.
Madison Square Garden on its feet this week.
Piper and Orndorff both outside. And here comes Roddy back in to get sneaky from the blind side. Just shoved the ring announcer and going to work once more. Look at this double team effort here, Gene.
Orton pick up.
Oh, crouched him right on the top rope.
Judas Priest.
Give me a break. Tonga with a chair. He didn't catch anybody.
Get that chair out of that young man's hand. He doesn't have his wits about him. And a Superfly.
He's hurt. He crouched him right on that top rope.
Both of them.
Double team effort. Who knows what this referee called this one? He could have rang the bell a long time ago.
Oh, and he should have.
This is unreal. Let's get the official word.
Jeez.
The referee has disqualified both teams. He rules this match a double disqualification.
That is a good idea of what you do in the ring.
Jimmy Snuka, due to family planning and Roddy Piper, isn't going to have no more children.
Wait a minute.
Daddy, what's going on, AC? Come here, AC, baby. AC, baby. What's going on? So it stinks. Snuka's back there. Snuka's back there. What? Fatso? Fatso? Snuka's back there. I see what stinks now.
One more.
Who? Oh, the half and half. David Wolf, my goodness. The one with perfume. We're trying cute little things here, are we, Vincy? We got the big fat man back there, Lou. Captain Lou, who's sitting there sweating, stinking. We got Snuka. It ain't Snuka that stinks. It's Grandmama he's got back there coming there. And we got the skinny little geek with all this woman's perfume. You're coming up here trying to cause trouble. Maybe next time I come, maybe I slap you. This time I leave on my own grace because I'm a gentleman.
We'll be right
I
back.
don't need none of this, man. Oh,
Thank
yeah.
you.
Tent band. Give him, yeah. Wing him up, Tint. Yeah, TNT.
All right, we'll be back with more TNT, and to join us in a moment, ladies and gentlemen, without a doubt, one of the most extraordinary managers of all time in professional wrestling, managing some 14 or 15 different tag team championship combinations. And notwithstanding that, a great wrestler in the past on his own, on occasion still great, should he enter the ring. Would you welcome, please, one of the co-chairmen of the MS Foundation, would you welcome Captain Louis Albano? Have a seat, Lou.
Vince, it's an honor and pleasure to be on your most prestigious show.
Thank you very much. Earlier on, we had a guest out here that, well, I'm sure did not share your thoughts. His name is Roddy Piper.
No, Vince, and before I get to Roddy Piper, May I just correct you? It's 15 World Tag Team
15.
Champions. And I believe
Congratulations.
Now... Thank you, Lord.
Well done, well done.
You're a good man.
That's a record.
You're doing a heck of a job. And I believe
No one
now
comes close.
Rotunda and Wyndham are going to be the finest combined effort of all time. But I'd like to get into Roddy Piper. I'm not going to yell, Vince. I'm not going to scream. The days of shouting, I won't say are over, because there are times I'm going to still conduct myself the way I always have. But I'm going to try to do the right thing. You mentioned that Cindy and I, with multiple sclerosis, we're going to try to raise $6 or $7 million this year, if possible. But let's get away from that. Roddy Piper. For the first time in my life, a man that humiliated, made me feel like a snake at the lowest rate on his belly crawling under a rock in Madison Square Garden, embarrassed me to all the rock and roll world, to all the wrestling world, took a little 105-pound lady, and I call her a lady, the finest little rock performer in the world today, Cyndi Lauper, took his leg and actually thrust it out and kicked her off, turned around and took a good friend of mine, David Wolf, that weighs 154 pounds soaking wet, picked him up and literally power slammed him to the mat, I believe dislocating the third lumbar in his lower back.
Albano,
On top of that, go ahead, Vince. On top of that, Chase Dick Clark for the ring.
Because I want people to see what happened to you.
I don't care what happened to me.
Let's take you back to Madison Square Garden.
That's
Lou
not what
Albano
upsets me.
about to receive an award from Cyndi Lauper.
I'm not going to yell.
Ronnie, this Cindy is something special.
1 second, please. I know even though it was me that set this up, and it was me that started it, I want to present you with this.
Oh, look out!
All right, Lou.
This Monday night, Vince, in Madison Square Garden, packed to the rafters. It's going to be an unbelievable thing. I made a promise. I made a statement. I came out here and said that I would seek revenge. That I would, if it weren't me, it would be someone that would help me. Well, Hulk Hogan has promised Captain Lou Albano that he would go into that ring, and with every inch of his life and every inch of his thrust, he would do his greatest effort to combine it to rid the wrestling world of the man, Roddy Piper, who embarrassed, who humiliated, who hurt, who maimed, who crippled, who set wrestling back, I believe, some 20 years by disconnecting the connection of rock and roll and professional wrestling, by humiliating, by maiming, by hurting and crippling Cyndi Lauper, by disgracing, by hurting David Wolf, by humiliating Dick Clark, by doing the whole thing. I don't care about Captain Lou Albano. I care about this event. I said, Hulk, please do it for the Capper. Do it for Cyndi. Do it for rock and roll. Do it for David Wolf. Do it all. Please, Hulk Hogan, do it for the Capper.
Thank you very much, Lou Albano.
I'm not going to yell. Thank you, Vince.
We'll be back with more TNT as we continue with the Superfly, Jimmy Snuka. Back with more TNT, and in a moment, ladies and gentlemen, we would like to introduce to you, without a doubt, one of the most phenomenal athletes in any field ever. We'd like to introduce to you now the one and the only Superfly, Jimmy Snuka. All right, the Superfly.
Lovely, brother.
I like it.
Jimmy, I have got to say that it is an honor to have someone of your caliber here on TNT. It really is.
Well, I want to thank you very much, sir, and it's such a pleasure to be in such a beautiful show like this, one of the greatest in the world.
To me, watching you in the ring, it seems to me that we see a brand new Superfly, Snuka. It seems to me when you get in there, just even before you get into the ring, the electricity begins to build and begins to mount with every step you take toward the ring. And from there, when you leap over those ropes into the ring, I'm telling you, the fans are behind you like I think they're behind no other performer in the World Wrestling Federation today. And then from there, the actions in the ring, they speak for themselves, again, like no other performer. Let's take you back to some videotape. Let's take a look now at Superfly Jimmy Snuka doing what the Superfly, well, he's the only one that can do this. Let's go to the videotape.
Look at that intense look on that face. You're ready for action.
The fans love it as Jimmy enters the ring. Boy, and look at the tremendous condition. Look at the tremendous shape he's in.
I'll have to wait till he takes that robe off to check that conditioning, Jack. Well, we all know what kind of condition Jimmy Snuka's in.
Superfly Snuka right now preparing for his bout against Bobby Bass. Right here on the World Wrestling Federation. Yours truly, Jack Reynolds at ringside along with Angelo Mosca. We hope that you're enjoying all the exciting action this week on the World Wrestling Federation. There's the bell, the match officially underway. Bobby Bass goes pounding away on Jimmy Superfly Snuka. Oh. Look at that. Oh, backdrop.
Look at that power.
Beautiful toss in there by Superfly. Another toss. The fans are going wild. They love it. That's out.
This large throng here is right behind Jimmy Snuka.
Oh, the Superfly, as I mentioned, and I knew because I was told that Jimmy already all set to go in tremendous physical condition for this bout.
Take a look at that
against
back
Bobby
line.
Bass. Oh, and he is proving it.
When he came down that aisle, he had that look in that eye, Jack. He was intent on becoming victorious.
Very determined young man. Referee Bonello counting. Bass taking his time getting back into the ring, and he's back trying to extend a hand right now, but Superfly will have no part of it.
Did you just catch a glimpse of that tricep of Jimmy Snuka?
Jimmy Snuka right now will have no part of any handshaking going on. He wants nothing better than to finish Bobby Bass off.
Bobby Bass started the war, and Jimmy Snuka's ready to finish it.
Shoulder butt in there. Bass right now maneuvering.
Oh,
look at that.
Look at that vertical leap. Oh, that headbutt.
I think that's it. Bass stunned.
Yes, he is. Oh, backbreaker.
Superfly right now. You know what he's going to do.
All right.
There he goes.
Oh, I got to see this anywhere. Look at this, Jack. Look at this. The Statue of Liberty. Oh!
1, 2, 3. That's it.
Oh. He's got this large crowd just ecstatic, just like I am, Jack.
In typical Jimmy Superfly Snuka fashion, a tremendous leap off the ring ropes, and that's it. Let's get the decision right now.
The winner of the match, Jimmy the Superfly Snuka.
All right, let's go to the replay right now and pick up the tremendous move in there by the Superfly man, and only the Superfly can fly through the air with the greatest of ease. Here he comes.
Defying gravity.
Look at the tremendous leap in there by Jimmy Snuka, the Superfly man. There he is.
It's all over.
Superfly Snuka, I'm telling you again, no one in professional wrestling can do what you can do in the squared circle. Earlier on, we had an individual making light of your abilities, however, by the name of Roddy Piper. And Mr. Piper apparently feels that his athletic skills are far superior to those of yours. How do you feel about it, Jimmy?
Well, brother, there's only one feeling that I feel deep inside in my soul, brother. It's inside the ring. I'd rather not talk. I'd rather not mention about anybody. Just in the ring. It's the only place that I can do my talking. And believe me, ladies and gentlemen, with your love, that's the only truth I can tell you, sir.
Well, there's no doubt, Mr. Snuka, you do lots of talking in the ring like nobody else. And we thank you very much for being a guest with us here on TNT.
Love you, people.
Superfly, Jimmy Snuka. We'll be back with more action here on TNT with David Wolf. Back with more TNT with Lord Alfred Hayes. Oh, that English humor is too much. In a moment, ladies and gentlemen, we shall be joined by the manager of Cyndi Lauper and a very talented individual, both from a musician standpoint as well as in a wrestling standpoint, as in a managerial aspect. I'll get through this somehow. Would you please
not to do that to you again.
Would you please welcome David Wolf? David Wolf, my goodness, such a pleasure to have you here on TNT.
Good to see you again. It's been a while.
It has been a while. Earlier on, we saw you by way of videotape footage in a moment that I'm sure you will remember for a long, long time. It was the awards presentation that meant so much to you and to Cyndi, and you were one of the principal reasons for the rock and roll connection, its birth and the flowering of it. And it was an unfortunate experience for you, wasn't it?
It certainly was. It's like we're bringing two great industries together for a very positive reason, and then wiped out by Roddy Piper. For now.
For now. Well, this Monday night, you may have a little revenge.
Well, I think so. I'm really psyched about that. Hulk has stepped forward, and I think Piper is going to be handed something really heavy that night. I'm very excited.
Is anyone from the rock and roll industry going to show up this Monday night?
I would imagine there will be a few rock and roll people in the audience to see this happen. Our industry is very distressed about what happened.
I'm sure they are. Let's take a look for the benefit of those who missed the earlier action. Let's take you now to videotape footage of David Wolf and a very unfortunate experience for Mr. Wolf.
Captain Albano clobbered! Look at Roddy Piper's just gone bananas! David Wolf trying to come to the rescue, but he's no match. Oh, he pile drives him right down into the canvas. Roddy Piper's gone crazy here.
How did that feel?
Not all that great, Vince.
Well, now, what provoked you? I mean, what provoked you to attack, 154 pounds, Lou Albano said. What provoked you to attack a 238-pound Roddy Piper?
Well, when I saw him kick Cyndi across the ring the way he did, it just freaked me out. I wasn't thinking about anything except attacking the man for doing that, and it really didn't matter to me what happened. He did a horrible thing to her, and I just tried to protect her at that point. And obviously I was no match for the man. He picked me up and slammed me to the mat. I definitely saw stars after that.
Carried out on a stretcher that night in Madison Square Garden?
Yeah, I couldn't walk for a couple of days. He really hit me very, very hard to the mat. Muscles in the side of my back were very badly bruised. They took x-rays and the whole thing. It wasn't like severe damage as such. Whatever the rumors were, there were a lot of rumors going on.
May I intercede just a moment? You knew from the very beginning you were in a wrestling ring which is labeled correctly the Mecca of wrestling. Anything can happen in that ring in the world of professional wrestling. Weren't you ready for something like that? Weren't you aware that something could have happened?
Yeah, it's like, my attitude about this, when we came into the world of wrestling, both Cyndi and myself, we knew that whenever we stepped into the ring, anything could happen. We were prepared basically for anything. It just happened to happen that we got mangled that night a little bit.
Yes, and Alfred, I must say in everyone's defense, I mean, this was not at all a wrestling match. This was an awards presentation.
Yes,
that's
it was
what
an awards presentation, but it was
been.
In the presence of volatile men. We know what Piper is prepared to do. We know what he's capable of
I really
doing.
didn't expect anything like that to happen in that capacity during an awards ceremony.
What do you expect to happen this Monday night with Piper and Hogan? A prediction there?
A prediction?
Please.
Hulk Hogan all the way. I think he's going to destroy the guy.
All right.
Definitely feeling
David, thank you very much for joining us. Best of luck to you and Cyndi. Also this Monday night. We'll be back with more TNT. Certainly we'd like to thank our guest, David Wolf, along with Captain Louis Albano. And joining us, of course, earlier on, Mr. Fuji and Jim the Anvil Neidhart, a very impressive individual. And earlier on, we saw, of course, Cowboy Bob Orton, better known as Ace, the bodyguard to one Roddy Piper, who this Monday night could very well get his comeuppance in Madison Square Garden. Next week, here on TNT, to join us will be Hillbilly Jim, along with his granny. Granny Kim will be with us, and I would suspect will be Well, it'll be a different setting, so we're told, when Granny Kim and Hillbilly Jim join us. Also next week, the tag team champions of the World Wrestling Federation, led by Captain Louis Albano, Barry Windham, Mike Rotundo, and more. So join us next week for more TNT.